Everything just changed in a single moment, and no one saw it coming. A jaw-dropping update has just been dropped, and it's sending shockwaves through the entire sports world. This unexpected move has fans speechless, insiders scrambling, and rivals rethinking everything they thought they knew. It's bold, it's powerful, and it's rewriting the narrative in ways no one could have predicted. If you think you've heard it all, think again. This breaking development is unlike anything we've seen, and it could completely reshape the future of one of the most watched franchises in the game. Get ready, because what you're about to hear will leave you stunned. There's something magical happening in Los Angeles, and it's coming from the bat and soon, once again, the arm of Shohei Ohtani. If you're a Dodgers fan, you already know what kind of impact he's having on this team. And if you're just a baseball fan in general, you can't help but admire what Ohtani continues to do, day in and day out. It's one thing to be elite in one aspect of the game, but to be elite in both, especially after major surgery? That's not just rare. That's historic. Let's talk about the most recent reminder of Ohtani's greatness. May 26, 2025. The Dodgers are facing the Cleveland Guardians, and Ohtani wastes no time making his mark. On the very first pitch of the game, he crushes a leadoff home run, sending it into the seats and giving the Dodgers an early lead they'd never relinquish. That blast marked his 19th home run of the season, and just to put that into context, yes, that's the most in the league right now. Not just on his team. Not just in the National League. In all of Major League Baseball. It was one of those moments where you could just feel the momentum shift instantly. That kind of statement swing to start the game not only energized the Dodgers dugout but also served as a message to the rest of the league. Ohtani's not just back, he's thriving. And he didn't stop with just that homer. He went on to score 3 runs in that game, helping power the Dodgers to a decisive 7-2 win. The beauty of watching Ohtani right now is seeing a player who not only understands the moment but who also knows how to seize it. That home run wasn't just an individual highlight, it set the tone for the entire game. It forced the Guardians to play from behind. It gave his own pitcher some breathing room. And it reinforced what Dodgers fans have been feeling all season long, that Shohei Ohtani is worth every penny of his blockbuster contract. But what makes all of this even more incredible is the context. Because Ohtani is doing all of this while coming back from major elbow surgery. That's right, this is a version of Ohtani that's technically not even at full strength yet. After undergoing surgery in 2023 that took him off the mound for an extended period, Ohtani has been focused on his role as a designated hitter. And to say he's thriving in that role would be an understatement. He's hitting .295 with a jaw-dropping 1.39 OPS. He's scored 57 runs, driven in 33, and again, leads the league in home runs. Those are MVP-caliber numbers. And that's just what he's doing with the bat. Now here's where things get even more exciting. Because the latest update on Ohtani's pitching progression has fans and teammates buzzing. Recently, for the first time since his surgery, he faced live hitters in a pitching session. It was just 22 pitches, but it was a monumental step in his comeback journey. And those pitches? Some of them were clocked at 97 miles per hour. Let that sink in for a second. Coming off elbow surgery, throwing nearly 100 mph in your first live session, that's almost unheard of. It's not just promising, it's downright scary for opposing hitters. Of course, the Dodgers are being smart about this. They've made it clear that they're not going to rush him back onto the mound. He won't be pitching before the All-Star break, and honestly, that's the right call. This team is built for the long haul, and Ohtani's value in October is far more important than seeing him throw in June or July. But the fact that he's already ramping up and looking this sharp, that's a huge win for the Dodgers' future. What we're witnessing is the evolution of one of the most unique athletes in modern sports. Shohei Ohtani isn't just a novelty anymore. He's not just a guy who pitches and hits. He's a legitimate superstar in both roles, and that's what makes his 2025 season so compelling. He's dominating offensively, all while quietly preparing to bring his elite pitching back into the mix. That dual threat status? It's not just a talking point, it's a reality. And it's coming soon. Let's dive a little deeper into the numbers to appreciate just how special this is. A .295 batting average in today's game is excellent. But when you pair it with a 1.39 OPS, that's elite level production. And when you realize he's doing that while leading the majors in home runs, that's generational. There are guys who would give anything just to have one of those metrics on their stat line. Ohtani is doing all of it, at once. He's become the Dodgers' most consistent offensive weapon. Whether it's hitting leadoff bombs, drawing walks, stealing bases, or taking extra bases on hits, he's always finding a way to impact the game. And don't overlook his base running. With 57 runs scored, he's constantly putting pressure on the defense. It's one thing to hit home runs, but Ohtani's also creating opportunities for the hitters behind him, forcing pitchers to make mistakes, and making sure every at-bat matters. The fan reaction has been incredible. You can't scroll through social media during a Dodgers game without seeing Ohtani highlights being shared within seconds. Dodger Stadium is buzzing every time he steps into the box. Even fans of opposing teams have to tip their caps. This isn't just dominance, it's charisma. Ohtani plays the game with a kind of joy and intensity that draws people in, and his impact on the fan base is undeniable. But it's not just fans who are impressed. Teammates and coaches have been raving about him all season. Mookie Betts recently called him a game changer in every sense. Freddie Freeman said it's like watching a video game character come to life. And manager Dave Roberts has praised his preparation and professionalism, noting that Ohtani sets the tone for the entire clubhouse. That kind of presence? It's rare. And it's invaluable for a team that has championship aspirations. Speaking of championships, let's talk about the Dodgers' bigger picture. With Ohtani leading the offense and gearing up to return as a pitcher, Los Angeles is looking more and more like the team to beat in the National League. They've got a deep roster, strong pitching, and now, one of the most dynamic players in the sport doing damage on a nightly basis. If Ohtani returns to even 80% of his old pitching form, that's basically adding an ace to your rotation without making a single trade. It's like having your cake and eating it too and then going back for seconds. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth coverage of the MLB's biggest stars and breaking news from around the league. Drop a comment and let us know, do you think Ohtani will win MVP this year? Will his return to pitching push the Dodgers over the top? And how far do you see them going in October? Share this video with your fellow baseball fans, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.